Everyone, I'm Tricia Sloma, joined now by Michael Lykoudis, the Francis and Kathleen Rooney Dean of the School of Architecture here at Notre Dame. Dean Lykoudis, so good to meet you, and welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Well, nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
What is new in the School of Architecture?
Well, actually, there's quite a bit afoot. Let me begin by talking about what Winston Churchill once said, we shape our buildings and then they shape us. And in thinking about that, we're looking at expanding the programs of the school to have a greater impact in two things, how we live together and how we build.
Well, and how that shapes is a big, important part of that. Go ahead, you were
Absolutely.
starting to say.
No, it's how we build is about urbanism and or about architecture, and how we live together is about urbanism. And behind all of that is our past, which is how we've lived together over millennia. And it really haven't changed all that much. I mean, we still are humans, and we have the same relationships we've always had. So we want to begin with a program on historic preservation so that we can see how the past can live in the future. And we're also looking at a program on real estate and community development, which is looking at how the past can inform the future development. So we're looking at two programs, historic preservation and real estate and community development.
Well, some people may not realize that renowned architect Michael Graves recently passed away, but they may not have realized his connection to the school.
Well, Michael has a long and complex relationship with us. First of all, without Michael Graves, our program, which is focused on traditional architecture and urbanism, probably wouldn't have been as easy to put together 20 years ago as it was. Michael broke the barriers down that we could actually use traditional elements in modern architecture. The other thing about Michael is that we gave him the world's largest architectural prize that's given annually, which is the Richard H. Treehouse Prize at the University of Notre Dame. And so when Michael received that, of course he was ecstatic. And he immediately volunteered for all sorts of programs and activities, and we sent him to Rome 2 years ago to teach our students. He spent 3 weeks in Rome.
How special for those students. If we could quickly, we only have a few minutes left, or a few seconds left actually. Tell me a little bit about plans for the new building.
Well, our architect is John Simpson of London, and with VOA Architects in Chicago. The building is going to be an essay in how we build architecture and how we teach architecture. It's actually a teacher, and it's going to have fragments from virtually every aspect of the history of architecture, from antiquity to the present day. It'll have a place for students to have studio with plenty of light, a sense of community, and a great hall to put all our cast collections in.
And when do we expect this?
2017, 2018.
Well, it'll be here before you know it. Thank you so much, Dean Lykoudis. So nice to meet you, and thank you for being a part of Notre Dame Day. We'll be back with much